Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars Union number 3. I'd like to take a moment and invite you to support this channel through memberships and apparel. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring that damn bell. It's all so beautiful, like an illusion, a dream. Too beautiful. Has to be a nightmare. Not really what I had in mind for my gown. Dress design comes because they suggested a return to Imperial chic. They're present because Imperial chic reminds me of the old days. If the old days had never died, they would have. And their plans would have kept the Empire alive. And would have required the death of all Jedi. Death of all, save the betrayer. And his son. He's the one to whom I'll be given. The one to whom I'll be sacrificed. By the one I most trusted. The evidence of so much evil at our wedding, as if all that brought us together had been horribly undone. An omen, perhaps, of someone who wants it to be undone?
You what? You saved Skywalker?
But we thought...
Idiots! You're not paid to think!
We're getting paid? Skywalker dying in a cantina tangle won't make a statement.
How's this for one? Jedi hero slain in drunken brawl.
I wish I'd thought of that.
I wish you thought! Because of your ineptness, now we are left with no choice but to attack the gardens during the ceremony.
That was the plan. Schick and I checked there because the plan.
That was a plan, not the plan. If you had showed some initiative, we'd need no more planning. No wonder we lost it all. I have to do everything.
Meaning you'll win nothing, then, husband mine? How can you say that? You trained me too, dear. You taught me to look at history and repeat what works. Think on it, Darren. Dala, Isad, Leonia Tavira, these were women, and they made life miserable in the New Republic. This is a delicate matter, and needs a woman's touch.
Do you think? Gosh. This is trouble. Your vector on Skywalker is...
the weak point. The dress.
With the dress, you get the woman in Skywalker's heart, but no one knows who is doing the dress.
Leave that to me. I'll find it. I'll find her. Then Sheik will kill her, and this will be all done. No. Taika was the same. No ice for his hands, so they were swollen this morning. And we could have mopped up those swoopies. But if we did that, they'd be out on the sling ball court getting very hurt. Cam has the fashion sense of a glittered-up Kowakian monkey lizard. We should have booked them into the spa. I'm more worried about their being left alone at their fittings today. I found a wonderful old ballad to sing in the ceremony. That's great, Tion. Mara, have you and Luke finished writing your vows? We're close. We keep getting distracted. What's tough? Love? Honor? Protect each other from mad Jedi clones, aliens, admirals, kidnappings, assassination attempts, and the odd try to lure you to the dark side. You're not helping. Sometimes I feel like we're marrying the Empire and the New Republic together. No, Mara, you can't put that sort of pressure on yourself or your marriage. Tion's right. That would crush anything you and Luke have together. This wedding is about you and Luke, and that's it. Just an intimate little affair to be simulcast to thousands of worlds. So people know there's a future. They need that. They'll be happy for you, not looking for something from you. I believe that. I really do. But all my life, I've been in the shadows. Being at the center of the hollow is not easy for me, and it won't get easier. Holocams are like bureaucrats. They're everywhere. Can't escape them, so you ignore them. Mara, we all want to do that with our husbands. Our families wanting to shield them from everything is natural. As romantic as it sounds, that seldom solves the problem. As long as the love is there, the problems are insignificant. But the demands made on Luke, there are times I just want to grab him and run off with him and hide. Please, not a honeymoon on Dagobah. Love we have, and passion, and by temperament, I'm not really one to hide. I prefer action. Well, I do think the sling ball game is almost over. We could claim next. We couldn't tell our husbands. Why not? Then they'd have to come here and win by a margin bigger than ours. And they'd moan about their aches and pains for weeks. Deal, ladies. Let's go.
Barely bruise a knuckle and Winter wants to take me to a Bacta tip.
Mara looked at me as if I'd deliberately been out rancor baiting. And I got the, do you want your daughters to know what you're doing? Look.
My grandfather's dressed like this, not me.
The women just don't know how to have fun.
Really, off being pampered, just lying around doing nothing but sweating.
Cam, women glow, not sweat.
Who told you I had to wear this?
I think it was good for Mara to go with them, to do something relaxing. She's been very tense. Jedi know no fear.
Oh, and you're not Luke?
Sure, some. It's a big change for my life. Our lives.
Leia said it, did she? Yeah, this'll be fine, thanks.
There is right and wrong. Get used to being wrong.
Have to remember, Luke, being in a marriage isn't as easy as saving the galaxy.
Next.
I can't remember the last time I was right. Oh wait, it was before I met your sister.
I knew you then, Han. Think further back. You have to be a partner, confidant, lover, healer, and worst of all, you can't always fix things.
Right. The toughest job is to let her find her solutions, even though it kills you waiting for her to do it.
Of course, Mara's solutions are likely to kill something. I know. I just hope I never disappoint her.
Good luck in that, kid. Happens in every marriage.
Han's right. Unless you're reading your mind, you won't know what you're supposed to do. So disappointments happen. The key is to avoid stringing too many of them together. Keep talking to her, learn what she wants, and stick with it. You make it sound like trying to hit a moving target.
Tougher. Much tougher.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, Master Yoda said there was no try, only do or do not.
Yoda wasn't married.
Mara's worth the work, Luke. Do for Mara what the spa did today, and you're set. Finding a single dressmaker on a world like Coruscant is not going to be easy. When there is something I want, Schick, I get it. Nothing stops me. I do not doubt your resolve, but Coruscant is a rather large mole of uranium in which to search for a single quark. Not as difficult to process as you might think. We know she's a certain caliber and has certain needs. Coruscant has a wealth of information, including gossip, to aid us. Employment records, want ads, old-fashioned news articles. These give us our pool of candidates. These factors will tell us who has the means and materials to do the job. Leases, equipment, orders, and, yes, fabric orders. Leia's dress was the Otegan silk. Mara will use that. The winner is Jerry Keen, late of House of Vanar. I see the address. This fitting will become one for a shroud. Hurry back. I love celebrating with a victor. Well, I found that very relaxing. You didn't have to go that Rhodian. I thought Ithorians were peaceful. Since when did Twi'leks have 6 elbows? I'll never go in the goal again. Never, never, never. I never did have many friends. I'm glad that's not the case anymore. Feed me goal assists like that in the future, and you're a friend for life. Thank you, Mara. No, I'd be happy to go to the fitting with you if you didn't want to go alone. I appreciate the offer, but I understand.
Doctor, they must have some here.
Bye!
I thought our audience was supposed to be peaceful.
I've sprained a Liku! Hope they're up for another game later, because if this fitting is stressful, I'm going to need to burn it off. Mara? Sorry for being late. I was held up at the spa. I'm running a bit late anyway. Ready for you now, though. Oh my, it's beautiful, Jarikin. Even in the Imperial days, I never had anything so elegant. Yes! I don't even recognize myself in it. It makes me look... You look beautiful, Mara, because you are, and because you are so happy. I am happy, but your dress is doing the beautiful part. With this gown, I feel like everything is perfect, and will actually go off as expected. It will. The bridesmaids' dresses are done, and even the thing for the ring bearer. I'll be back for the gown in 2 days. I'll have it ready.
No rush. You'll need to make alterations.
What? Who are you? I'll call security.
You betrayed the Empire, Mara. Now you must die.
If I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I could buy you a real Royal Guardsman uniform and every other unreconstructed Imperial a life. Schmeck. Oof. They said they'd hurry. Oh! No problem, Jerrykin, though if we could work a holster for my lightsaber into the design, only if you recommend me to all your Jedi friends. No, Mara, I understand what happened. I just don't understand how you consider your day uneventful. It's not the same as what happened to you last night. You started a riot, and you just disabled an assassin. He was a kook. No, turns out he used to be an Imperial Guardsman. Well, I didn't disable him. Ruptured spleen, bruised liver, broken ribs, fractured skull. See, nothing Bacta can't fix. The dream I had the other day gave me a bad feel. Don't say it. I had a nightmare, too. Not good. I think you're telling me about yours may have triggered mine. Could have been the Force. It could be trying to tell us something. Or could be the same wedding jitters everyone else gets. We may be schooled in the ways of the Force, but why should we be so special? Can't argue with that. In mine, I saw enemies, dead friends, then that big hand clutching at me. In mine, the Emperor had won. Everyone I knew was dead, except you. That's good, right? You were the Emperor's creature. Don't like that. If I had stopped you from killing the Emperor, my dream would have come true. Yours was about failure, as really was mine. You think we're afraid our marriage will fail? In the past, if we had failed, there were grave circumstances. Here too, so having apprehensions makes sense. However, I love you, and I know you, Mara. You could never fail in our marriage. I know the same thing about you, Luke. You couldn't fail our marriage. Together, there is nothing that could defeat us. This will be forever, Mara. Ever and always, Luke. I love you, Mara, and I'm so glad I found you. I love you too, Luke. And remember, I found you. Yes, Mara. Oh, you were at the spa. You must have seen it. A gang of female swoopies came in and beat the daylights out of some guys from Champion Squadron at Slingball. Really, dear? I must have missed it.
Moab's plan did not go well, and Schick has been taken. Chick? Gone? They'll get us! Nonsense. He was an Imperial Guardsman. He won't talk. I mean, he was better than us. They'll get us for sure. His loss is a setback, but not a critical one. We have ways to make our plan work. It must work, or his sacrifice will be in vain. We cannot allow that to be true. Can we, my Imperial brothers? No. Not likely. We can't? No, we cannot. She does not weep for Schick, but for the thought that the Empire will not be avenged. I have a plan that will work, and parts for each of you to play. You will follow my orders without question. Do that, and we will not fail. Chala, you have dealt with the underclasses. Find me foot soldiers, swoopies, whomever. We'll have to pay them to provide a distraction. Banner, you understand bureaucrats. Clean yourself up. Woo the women coordinating the wedding. Learn all the secrets you can about the site and ceremony. Irie, you've survived in the gutter for years. I need you to go deeper. Find the places here where no one would imagine a human would go, and there we will find our egress. Wife mine, you will put your skills to good use. There is information I need, and you will obtain it for me.
And what will you be doing, my husband?
I will be doing everything else. I have something special in mind, and I'm sure on Coruscant my needs will most deliciously be met. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. I'd like to invite you to support this channel today through memberships and apparel. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking nerf herders, may the Force be with you.